Hi everyone, so let's go ahead and get started on part 2 tutorial of our mixed media junk journal project. So what I am going to do, we are making our signatures and I am ripping out a clump of pages at a time. You want to rip out, maybe 5 or 10 pages at a time if you can, because we want the glue to stick to the seams on the outside of the pages, and we're just going to be gluing the little stacks of paper together. So it's important to try to get a thick stack each time you rip off, because otherwise you got to just glue each page together. So I started pulling off some thick stacks, and then I thought, well, let me go ahead and cover up the inside cover of our book first. So I ripped off a couple pages, and applying the Mod Podge, I'm going ahead and just gluing down some of the pieces of fabric that might be poking up a little bit. So I'm gluing those down and then applying the glue to glue down the page for each, for the inside of the front and back cover. So now back to ripping our stacks of paper. So basically what I did, I'm just going through the whole thing and just ripping out stacks. Now what I did, because we're going to have 4 signatures, so I ripped out 3 little thick stacks for each signature. So I ripped out 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Because you can see how I'm kind of laying it down here, and then that's the way that I will glue it. I didn't want everything to be lined up. That is the fun part about it being a junk journal, is that everything doesn't have to be asymmetrical or line up. You can just be a little messy, have fun with it, and then with bringing the mixed media elements into it, where in our next video we're going to be applying the gesso to the pages and start decorating each of our signatures. So that is going to be a fun video too, and I thought we could go ahead and get some of this prep work out of the way. So that's what we're doing now. We're gluing down, since each signature has 3 little stacks of paper, I'm gluing those 3 stacks to each other, and I'm going to do that for each of our signatures. So let's go ahead and take our muslin strips that came in the kit, and we are going to glue our signatures down onto them. Instead of sewing, we are gluing our signatures onto the muslin strip, and then we will be gluing our muslin strip into the book. but we're going to be doing that in another video after we have embellished our signatures. And so you want to follow the steps where we glue the first 2 signatures on top of the muslin fabric. Now these next 2 signatures, we are going to be gluing the muslin on top of these 2 signatures. And you will see when we put it in our book how it will all make sense. And we're just kind of doing some of the prep work now. And the reason why we're going ahead and gluing the muslin strips on, this is for us so we won't get lost in our project and know which pages we want to embellish. So it just helps to kind of keep it together to know, okay, well, what's the front and back of the pages that we're going to be embellishing. So this helps us to kind of put everything into perspective. So stay tuned for the next video where we start embellishing our signatures.